Hello everyone. In this video, we're picking out and sharing the latest topics about Asia. From one of the most famous Reddit-style forums in Japan. Even if you don't understand Japanese, we've translated everything into English subtitles and audio. So you can join the conversation as if you were in Japan. So, let's dive into the discussions happening in Japan. A secretly recorded video of Japanese bento factory workers has gone viral on social media, causing a stir. The footage, believed to be taken inside a factory in Japan's Tohoku region, shows workers snacking while preparing food. Additionally, a man's voice speaking in Chinese is heard, joking, "Aren't you going to poison the Japanese?" Local officials emphasize the seriousness of this, especially when a voice allegedly says, "Let's mix in some poison or drugs." They stressed that causing unnecessary suspicion among consumers is unacceptable.
Honestly, Chinese people don't even trust each other. If a Chinese worker's in the factory, don't be surprised if you find boogers in your food. Which supermarkets are selling these bento boxes? We might need to be careful. Chinese workers are everywhere. No point in worrying about just one place. Bento factories and food production plants are full of foreign workers these days. Even a major candy company CEO from India says Japan needs to accept more immigrants. It's probably trainees again. Just think of it as a rebellion of the underpaid. During the China front, Japanese soldiers never drank local water because Chinese guerrillas would poison the water and retreat. Japanese towns better watch out now that China's buying up water sources. This is what happens when you only hire people willing to work for low wages. Would you eat food made by people who don't wash their hands after using the bathroom and wipe their noses on their clothes? The rich hire them cheap. The poor eat what they make. The rich aren't affected. For slaves being bossed around, they sure talk big. That's how it works. People at the bottom act out to feel better about themselves, Japanese or not. Stop hiring Chinese workers. They have no sense of ethics or morals. I'll vote for an anti-immigration party in the next election for sure. Companies hiring foreigners for food service need to be required to disclose it. Agreed. Other factories get unfairly caught up in the rumors. Play an online game against Chinese players, and they'll casually call you a small Japanese. No wonder so many people are breaking out in rashes lately. Makes you think, huh? One rotten apple spoils the bunch. It's too late now. If this were another country, they'd probably ban Chinese people from food jobs entirely. Hey Chinese tourists, enjoy your food in Japan. It's totally safe, right? Chinese people have no conscience. They resell everything, cut lines, kick deer. Honestly, worse than animals. It's probably too late. Who knows how much contaminated water they've dumped into those bento boxes already. Hospitals better be ready for food poisoning cases. A Chinese worker would poison the food and flee back to China. Just like that one guy who worked for a broadcaster. Snacking while prepping food? Yeah, they're just doing what they were raised to do. On Chinese social media, there are endless life hacks like, get a Japanese business, visa and use Japan's national health insurance, videos where visiting Chinese insult. Japanese kids in Chinese are super popular back in China. You never know what Chinese people will do. They're brainwashed from childhood to hate Japanese people. It's no secret. Most Japanese people treat Chinese food like it's poison anyway. I'd never go to a Chinese-run restaurant where they only speak Chinese. Too scary. They're the enemy, remember? Accepting them with open arms is just plain foolish. They grew up watching anti-Japan movies and dramas. What do you expect? They hate us. Who decided we should import labor from a hostile country? Who pushed for this? Japan should stop letting in foreigners and just get by on its own. But Japanese workers don't want to work for low wages. They're always demanding higher pay. If Japanese people knew their bento was made by Chinese workers, most wouldn't eat it. That's why companies don't advertise it. It's not just food plants. There are Chinese workers in farms, car factories, IT jobs, you name it. Never trust Chinese or Korean people. Ever. Switch to robots already. Humans are the biggest risk in food production. Even convenience store clerks are all Chinese now. No way I'm eating the store-prepped food. Vietnamese ruin farms. Turkish guys attack women, and Chinese are buying up land. Japan's future looks bleak. If they hate Japan so much, why even come here?
Did you find this video interesting? We'll keep bringing you fun topics from Japan's online community. Please subscribe to the channel and drop some comments.